Hello, everybody, and welcome to Rico's. I'm your host, Michael. Good to see you guys. Holy crap, we have so much to go over today. Should be fun. So we're going to talk about the movie Get Out, the Netflix series Ultimate Beastmaster, the Nintendo Switch again. Why are we talking about it again? We will find out. Waffle House, and we're going to play another new game, new segment, just because we can. Hopefully, it'll go better than last time. So. Grab your beer, grab your taco, let's get started. So, let's talk Get Out. So, Get Out is a thriller film by Mr. Jordan Peele of Key and Peele fame, excuse me. So comedy based for the most part, good comedy, enjoyable comedy that, I love the skits with, the football players and the Hingle McCringleberry, all that craziness. Um, so he has this thriller movie. And I remember first seeing this, and I was like, I saw a trailer for it, and I'm like, oh, it's kind of like a, racist, it's kind of a, racially edged thriller, racially based thriller film. I saw his name, and I was like, that's a bit odd, and I just kind of dismissed it. I was like, I probably won't go see it, it's not a big deal. Um, and this made big news because this started making big news when it came out because it has nigh perfect ratings. Like it is being loved across the board by critics and by most just average people that go see it. And I will tell you why. Uh, I'm not going to give you spoilers because in case you wanted to go see it, but it is tense. Like that is a very tense movie. I was very uncomfortable and on edge. And when a movie can do that without resulting to cheap tropes and jump scares and go in a natural fashion, a natural original story like that, it's really impressive. The acting was all fantastic. There's so many different characters that have these interesting little things. It's very intriguing. It's a very intriguing film that will leave you wanting to know more about what's going on in its premise. Um, it's very satisfying to watch. That's it. It's kind of messed up. Like it's good though. It is compelling. And it is good. Um, so so yeah, I mean, I would definitely recommend seeing it. 4 out of 5, 4.5 out of 5. I may even adjust that too. Like it is very, very good. One of the best movies in that genre I've seen in a long time. And I don't think I've enjoyed like a thriller or horror since like Prometheus. Speaking of which, you see that Alien trailer? It looks sick. Although I am still upset because Ridley Scott was like, I promise Prometheus is an Alien prequel. Bruh, you lie. Um, I actually forgot to mention this when I was writing up my outline, but I also saw The Great Wall this weekend, and I wanted to give a quick little review on that. It gets probably like a 3.5 out of 5. Um, the biggest thing is the plot was really, really weak. The writing was really, really lazy. Visually, it was really cool, and well acted within the confines of the script, but the script wasn't great. They really tried to make too much of it. I think they should have just focused on the strong points, which was this intrigue and um, like the cool different outfits and um, just the actual defense of the wall rather than well what it ended up being actually. Um, it's not great. I wouldn't recommend seeing it unless you just like really want to. It's not excellent. So let's talk Ultimate Beastmaster. So Ultimate Beastmaster is a Netflix series produced by Sylvester Stallone of Rocky fame. The best way I could describe it to you is by saying it's kind of like it takes a lot of the campiness from American Gladiators and tries to apply that to a Ninja Warrior like style. Add some really an interesting and creative new obstacle course, and it's not bad as far as that element of it. So the way the format of the show, you have I think it's 7 or 6, 7, 8 a number of different countries: so South Korea, Brazil, Mexico, U.S., Germany, Italy, so on. And they have two people each episode. There's like 10 episodes. They have two people. No, not there's 10 episodes with 9 spots in the finals. So the 10th episode is the final. Um, and each country has two people, and they're trying to win out basically in Ninja Warrior style, when it going through an obstacle course. Although it's kind of got a weird point element to it, kind of a gamification point element to it that kind of makes it more interesting. In that somebody can be on an obstacle, go a riskier way for more points, or go the easier way for the more reliable points, and adds kind of some good variation, honestly, with that. Um, so what's the problem? Well, there's a few things that are a little bit odd. It feels incredibly pre-taped in that I'm pretty sure there's not an audience, but they always play audience sounds. We never get an audience shot at any point, at least that I've seen. I have not finished the series to be to clarify. Made about halfway through, more than halfway, I think, actually. Um, so there's no audience reactions. The the commentators really come off as the same thing every time. Um, and that's just not so the American commentators are Terry Crews, who I really, really enjoy. He's not the strongest actor, sure, but he's very entertaining. And he's a genuinely nice guy in his interactions with his fans and the PC gaming community, for example, when he was asking PC Master Race for help. But I mean, they're just kind of cringy. Like it's not great. It feels very forced. It doesn't feel like even the American Ninja Warrior commentary, which I don't like that much, is better. The Ninja Warrior commentary is the best obstacle commentary I think I've heard, besides MXC, of course, but that's fake. Um, but instead of maybe talking about, oh, the lactic acid is settling in, or oh, this obstacle's hard because he's doing this, it's more of the beast is so strong and it got him, and like USA, USA. Like really, they do chant that a lot, and that's fine, but it's whatever. Sometimes I wish I spoke the other languages. Some of the other like the Korean hosts look a lot more fun. Honestly, they're crazy though. I'm pretty sure, but they're having a blast, especially when they're doing well. So, anyways, that's kind of how I feel about Ultimate Beastmaster. If you like obstacle course shows, like if you're like, I'm kind of bored of American Ninja Warrior, but I really like Sasuke, or I really like the regular Ninja Warrior, this might be worth a look for you. At least as background noise. I definitely had it background noise while my phone was dead the last couple of days, so I could just watch something while I was being on the computer. Um, but yeah, it's not bad. So that concludes our reviews for this week. Stay tuned for next week for Logan, and I don't think any other big things come out. I think we have even more stuff next Thursday after this one. Well, we'll see. Logan, very excited, very very excited. Hopefully, you see it tomorrow or the next day. So let's talk about the Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo Switch comes out in 2 days. Comes out on March the 3rd with Zelda Breath of the Wild as a launch title. Um, so I gave it a lot of crap last time. I feel like I was like, well, we don't even know if the hardware is good, or we don't even know if they're gonna make any games. And I stand by some of those points, but I do kind of want to backpedal on a few of those, or rather just kind of chill out on a few of them, specifically with hardware. Especially after seeing the unboxings and initial reviews, it seems hardware is pretty solid. And honestly, Nintendo, I'm not really worried about Nintendo's hardware as far as actual like peripherals and things like that. They've been consistent about that over the years, and they've been good. I mean, there's been a little bit polarizing, sure, but the Wii controller and the nunchuck are fantastic. I really like them. There's not a lot of, I mean, there's probably plenty of people that don't, but those are good. Wii Motion Plus was good. Um, the Wii U controller was, I mean, it was clunky, the big old tablet, but it wasn't bad. I had nothing against it. Um, so I mean, yeah, it is too early to tell. And next week I do get the ability possibly to test a Switch out personally. So we'll see, we'll see. And again, I think they've been consistent. We will see how it goes. The problem, all the performance is suspect at times, but that's a different argument. And I'm not even with my criticisms of the Switch. It's not really. I don't think they should be trying to do AAA titles necessarily. That might not be a bad idea, and if they can handle it, sure. I'm not sure they'll be able to keep up for much longer. As far as stuff getting released on PS4 or Xbox 3, like I wouldn't expect Kingdom Hearts 3 on the Nintendo Switch. Maybe though, that'd be great. Um, because then I don't have to buy two things. I'll probably end up buying a Switch if they can even if they even give me a little bit more than they did with the Wii U. So I was talking to a friend, Mr. Eric. Shout out to Eric Whitted. Um, and the two of us came up with, I think, a pretty good battle plan, just going back and forth that I think Nintendo could succeed with the Switch. So I think a key thing is strong, big, single player focused probably titles with Nintendo IP. So we're talking the Star Foxes, the Metroids, the Zeldas, uh, Mario, although probably not as much Mario as they've been beating everyone over the head with last bit, maybe Luigi's Mansion, something like that, and Mario Kart and Super Smash Brothers, F-Zero, things like anything like that. Even franchises that haven't got as much love recently, um, and perhaps especially those. Ever since the Metroid Prime trilogy, we still haven't had any games. There's a whole console without games. There is a super well, if you consider other anime games, sure, but if there is rumors of a Super Metroid remake, and that would be a big deal. The big as soon as fast as they can reasonably release those, they need to just keep pumping them out. They need to keep pumping them out, keep announcing them at least, so we know that they're coming. Um, and an absolute crap ton of party games. I'm talking couch co-op, Mario Party-esque, Castle Crashers, Tower Fall, Jackbox games, like just absolutely just inundate their own market with things you can play. You only need one Switch, just a few people, and you guys can just goof around. Casual, quick, fun. Nintendo Land sort of succeeded in this a little bit, not too great though. They need to commit harder, and also just put just a bunch of variety, as much variety as possible. Um, Combining that with like Virtual Console, maybe GameCube Virtual Console, huh? Nintendo, huh? GameCube anyways, um, because you put Melee on a new console, people are gonna buy it. But the thing is, they have to stick to their strengths. So they need to go for the casual gamers, the diehard fans, and the people on the fence who may have been one of those in the previously. Or, go for some of the strengths of their handhelds and bring some of those on too. Bring on some titles that are admittedly handheld. Maybe throw, a little bit of nice artwork on them, things like that. Throw some, maybe like a HD remake of Zelda Oracle of Ages. That'd be that'd be fantastic. I just came up I just had that thought. If you Nintendo, if you do that, I'd buy a Switch. Um, I mean, anything like that would be fantastic. And I really think that's where they could because that's the market. They shouldn't worry about like super serious online multiplayer. They can kind of dabble in it, I think, but they're not going to be the PS4 Xbox community. Like they're just not going to be that level of online integration. I don't think they should try to be, especially with being so on the go and the stress being about, well, just take your thing as you go and not internet connection just whenever you need things. I think that'd be a very good way to play on that weakness and kind of turn it into a strength and be like, you don't need internet. You're playing single player games or couch co-op. You're like local games, or you're doing a LAN thing with another Switch. I think that would be the best way to go about it. Um, let me know what you guys think about that. I really do think that's where Nintendo could strike and strike fast. I know last time I said third-party games, maybe how they win, and I think third-party games would kind of fall um, into those smaller games. But maybe you don't need Skyrim or things like that. You don't need the Bethesda. You don't need again, just focus on your strengths, and that'd be good enough for me, at least, even as a skeptic fan. Um, All right, so that's all I've got to say about the Nintendo Switch. We'll see what happens next week. Maybe I'll have more to talk about. Um, so let's talk story time. Let's talk about Waffle House. So this came up because interesting conversation at work where one of my coworkers said, who is college, post college age, about my age, was like, "Yeah, I've never been to Waffle House." So everyone else at the table started looking at him. Uh, and it was funny because it's just one of those things that sure there are people who haven't tried it. It's honestly part of me wishes I had tried it. Although I love Waffle House, that's the thing. Um, so that came up that brought up two big memorable moments in Waffle House history. Uh, so the first, I need to tell you guys about the University of Alabama Waffle House and the old one. Not for you kids that are still there and you're like the one on the Strip. No, I'm not talking about the one on the Strip. Although I am going to talk about the one on the Strip. The original Tuscaloosa Waffle House off McFarland. It was famous for just a stupid fight that got videotaped. World Star, and it was. I mean, it's hilarious. It's one of the funniest fights. It's a fight that I'm pretty sure gets started because a guy who's like he's like back like they're like it's a they're shit talking each other, and a guy's they're like puffing chests, and I think somebody on one side tries to swing at the other side, ends up hitting his own guy, a guy who was on his side, and that starts the fight. He knows about it, and it's like very. I still think to this day that that's how that fight started, and it's just freaking hilarious to watch. They're just yelling crap at each other. They're bad. They're trying to fight over and the employees are just. Some of them are like, "This is just same old, same old." The other ones are yelling at them to stop. It's just, it's just a disaster, and it takes so long before the cops actually show up. Um, it's and no one gets really that injured. Heck, the guy who gets hit the most gets back up at the end and is like, "I won the fight," and is like, talking crap. Amazing, amazing, amazing video. I may link it in the description so you guys, if I can find it, because it's just excellent, absolutely excellent. So the reason I'm telling you about this Waffle House, so and this happens a year or two before I could go to the University of Alabama. So it's an old location, a little bit ways off campus. It's Martin Luther King Jr. Day, 2012, my second freshman semester. Myself and three friends, we go probably it was like 2, 3 in the morning. It was like we were up. Alcohol wasn't involved because we were really like, drinking at that point in college. Uh, so we get up, or so we get there, and our server comes up, and she's ranting and raving. She's like, "All right, my name's Miss Boogie," and she's the sassiest woman alive, basically. She's ranting and raving about how she's damn tired of these little white girls lying to her for being or they're being so like fake polite to her all night. She's like, "I'm so sick of everyone being so polite to me. I just want people to be like, here's how it is." So my very, 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 very white roommate at the time decides that this is his moment to shine. Yes, I'm talking about you, Colin. He decides that his time has come. So he's a bold guy, very brave guy. But he decides when he places his order, he asks, or he doesn't ask. He says, "I want," and I quote, "Sorry, mom, a motherfucking chocolate chip waffle." He a motherfucking chocolate chip waffle. Miss Boogie, she pauses for a second, and for a moment, in a state of confusion, fear, and also hilarity, I'm looking at her going, I think she may actually kill him. I think she may reach over the table and choke him. but she, no, she laughed it off. It was. Oh God, what a disaster. What a moment in time, and that's that was absolutely ridiculous, and it speaks to the loveliness of Waffle House. And there's a few other times we went after that. Um, even after the new Waffle House was, put down in campus, uh, where we'd get Miss Boogie, and well, we wouldn't ask her, we wouldn't bring it up or anything. But every single time I'd look at Colin, or I'd think about Colin and just go, you crazy man. Um, but fantastic. That's just, oh man, Waffle House. So that's one of my friends doing something kind of ridiculous. Here's one about me. Uh, so this night started at the Danger Zone, and we may need another story to explain what the Danger Zone is, perhaps to you guys, or maybe that just needs to be left a mystery. So we're having a party at a place called the Danger Zone, which is really just a person's apartment. Um, and so we decided it's time to go to Waffle House. It's late in the night, probably like midnight or so, and we pull up to the Waffle House, and I had been partaking in certain adult beverages and was not completely of right mind. Uh, in fact, I would consider it a quote unquote brownout, as I loosely remember the events that transpired over the next 2 hours. Um, so I guess when we got there, uh, I think I had to pee. So we, so we I guess we park, and I guess I just take off. I decide it's my time to shine. I start sprinting for the Waffle House. Um, so that all goes great. Nothing bad happens. I guess I get there. I may even have asked to, put our name down for a table. And I order a waffle, but I can't eat it. There is an infamous picture. There's an infamous picture that only exists on a few people's phones of me basically doing this number at the Waffle House table with the chocolate chip waffle in view. Um, I don't really remember. I like that's it's questionable. Remember, there was many beverages imbibed at this point, so it's a little uncertain. So there's kind of the funny end to this story. And I didn't even eat the waffle. Somebody else, I think it was Thomas, ate my waffle. Um, so I guess I go to the bathroom at some point, and they get concerned. But I randomly gain full lucidity and full memory of everything in the bathroom. I'm just kind of like, what the heck? It's kind of like, oh, am I a time traveler because something just happened? So I actually feel super fine when I get that, and I remember feeling very, very, very aware and lucid. And I'm kind of like, what happened? Where's my waffle? Or like, or did I order a waffle, or do we get to get anything? Everyone's just laughing at me, and they're showing me pictures, and yeah, we basically ended the night from there. Probably did Bojangles in the morning, but just what a disaster. That's probably my most embarrassing Waffle House, at least for myself, that I can say I've done. But Waffle House, that's the place to be for you guys in college still. Do it up. Even if you're not in college, you feel in Waffle House, do it. Do it. Go get you some chocolate chip waffles. Although, don't drop an MF unless you're really sure of yourself. All right. So, time for our last segment. Uh, would you rather speed rounds? So, you guys are familiar with Would You Rather, I'm sure, where you pick between two hard to pick between things. Well, maybe for the average person, but some agree, some don't. And we're gonna do random, as kind of like last week. We're gonna do random Would You Rather's. I'm gonna read both options aloud, and then I'm going to pick them. And we're going to go through as many as we can in 2 minutes. So I'm going to pull up a timer right here, and I'm going to set it to 2 minutes. All right? Let me see if you can see that. Yeah. So I'm setting it to 2 minutes, and we're going to do as many as we can without, I have to read them normally and understandably. So if you guys don't understand them, those don't count. I have to be very specific. The trick is to decide very quickly, and so it'll be a little bit frustrating. You got to stick with your decision. You got to stick with your gut. You got to go as fast as you can because the goal is to get as high as you can. We're gonna see how high of a record you can go, and you guys can do this at home, and we can compare and see how many we went through. And then we can also do uh, guest rounds, things like that. I do like the idea of this game, so we're gonna try it on for size. And let me know if you guys like the one from last week, even though I messed it up. The top three top threes, but we may save that for another week. So let's go ahead and do it. You guys ready? All right. Oh, here you go. And we're going to start the clock now. All right. Sorry, website froze. Restart. Okay. And all right, would I rather live in ancient Greece or live in ancient Egypt? Oh man, Greece, climate, easy. So that's one. All right, next one. Would you rather always look 8 months pregnant or always have a black eye? Always have a black eye. I feel like that wouldn't be too bad. I mean, you look like you get hit all the time, but hey, street cred. Oh, we gotta go faster. All right. So that's two. Would you rather be killed in a Saw movie or killed in a Final Destination movie? Oh God, I'm going with Final Destination because the at least it'd be quick. Saw they're not quick. I need to stop talking so much on these. Like we got to go fast. All right, that's three. Would you rather only drink Starbucks coffee or only drink Dunkin' Donuts coffee? Do I have to pay for? I'm picking Starbucks because coffee's better. I'm sorry, guys. At least I can add more ridiculous stuff because I'm not a big enough coffee drinker yet. I need to stop talking. We have less than a minute. That was four, right? Would you rather room with Snoop Dogg or room with Bob Marley? My boy Snoop Dogg. That is five. Would I rather lose an eye and a hand or lose a leg and an ear? Oh God. Eye and hand, leg and an ear, eye and a hand. I'll wing it with a stub and an eye patch. I need to stop talking so much on these. 25 seconds left. Would you rather never see the sky again or never see a body of water again? Oh God, that's horrible. I love swimming and I can't fly, so rather never see the sky again. All right. Six or seven. Oh, we may have to do a count once we look back at the video. Would you rather have a? Oh no, we're out of time. All right. Actually, we can probably go back and see how many we did. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. So we did seven in 2 minutes because I kept forgetting we were under the clock. So I'm gonna write it down here that we did seven. And we're gonna have to try again. That was kind of fun. Uh, and let me know if you guys have any other suggestions as far as like just fun, quick things like that you guys think would be fun to listen to or watch. But yeah, until next time, you guys know where to find me, facebook.com/Rico's podcast. You can follow me at Twitter at Mike J. Millen, and soon on Google Play and iTunes. Until next time, take it easy. I'll see you guys next time.